Hey guys, if you have a DSLR camera or a mirrorless camera and you want a wide angle, you need to get one of these out. This is the Vivitar 0.43x wide angle adapter. Don't waste your money buying, you know, like $150, $200, $300, $400 lenses. So this is what you need to get. All right, so we should be okay to do the review out here. It looks like it's not that windy today. Today is Sunday. Supposed to get a little bit better later, more sunny. But let's take a look at this. Let's go ahead and open this, take a look at the lens and install it on my camera. All right, my friends, I want to save some time here. I already got this outside of the box. Basically, they advertise right here 0.43x professional wide angle lens with macro. So you're gonna be able to get really close to objects when you're doing video or pictures. Get those really close up shots or video. High definition multi-coated out of focus digital lens uses 62mm filters. So the size of this outside here will take 62mm filters, or even like a lens hood or something like that. HD4 optics. They advertise right here on the side few pictures with a normal lens and with a 0.43x wide angle. And they give you more specifications or information right here. You guys can go ahead and pause the video and read through this. All right, now let's take a look and see what we have here. They also included this, I don't know, like information or instructions or whatever on how to install it and all that. But pretty much it's really simple, straightforward. Here's the lens. And these are two pieces, guys. So we're gonna go ahead and remove this part right here. And there is a macro, which it's already attached to the wide angle. In order to have the wide angle effect, you need to have both together. So we're gonna put it together here again. But I just wanted to show you guys how it is. So this is all together now. And as you can see right here, we see Vivitar high definition 0.43x 52mm wide angle lens, Japan optics. All right. They also include this carrying pouch, and they also include this ring, which is going to be installed on the top of your existing lens on your camera. So let me bring here the start of the show. All right, my friends, here's the start of the show. This is the Panasonic Lumix G7. This is by far the best mirrorless camera that you can buy right now for the money. This thing shoots 4K, has a touch screen. I mean, it's super good camera. So let's go ahead and put the wide angle lens and see how it looks. All right, so the first thing that we're gonna do is mount this ring right here on the top of the camera. So basically just screw this on right here. Make sure you do it the right way. That's why I'm trying to be careful. I don't want to ruin the thread. All right. So now that you have the ring on, all you have to do is just mount this on the top. This is the existing lens, or the lens that comes with this camera, which is a micro four third. And just to show you guys quick here, I'm gonna go ahead and remove it quick, so you can see micro four third. This is a 1442mm lens. It's okay, but it doesn't get wide. It's not that wide, and you really want something wide to get all those really cool shots. And this is gonna do it for you. So here we go. We just align it right there. And there is a sexy wide angle lens. Wow, take a look at that thing. It looks super nice. This part right here inside, it's also threaded. Probably hard for you guys to see right now, but it's also threaded, so you can mount inside of these filters. And you can also use lens hood and all that. But this is how the lens looks like now that it's mounted on the camera. And the good thing about this lens is that, you know, take a look at this right here. So you see those sensors right there, and there are the sensors right there. They aligned right here. You know, this is what allows the lens to communicate with the camera. This is what's going to give you all the autofocus and all those options. Otherwise, if you don't have those sensors and you get a third-party lens that doesn't come with those sensors, it's not going to communicate with the camera. So you're not going to get autofocus. You're going to have to do it manually. So the good thing about this lens is that it's not affecting the communication between your existing lens and the camera. It's just giving you the wide angle option. So let's go ahead and open the camera or turn on the camera and show you guys a couple of samples here before and after using the wide angle lens and without. All right guys, so now we are recording without the wide angle lens. As you can see, you don't get to see the top of my hat. Also, take a look at that side. You're gonna see something there when I put the wide angle lens on. So here it is with the wide angle lens. Now you're gonna see my hat. So that's with the wide angle, and that's the thing I was telling you that you were gonna see in the corner. Now take a look at that without the wide angle. Here's another sample. I'm inside of the house right now. As you can see behind me on that wall, there is a frame on the wall. We only see half of the frame. Again, you don't see the top of my hat. Here's with the wide angle. I believe you're gonna be able to see the entire frame in the background, and you're gonna see the top of my hat. So there it is, the complete picture on the wall, and you can see my hat. Here it is again without the wide angle. So it's a pretty big difference, as you guys can see. All right guys, here's another sample. We're looking at the box right here. Down that way, there is the next house next to me, and there's a deck. You don't see it right now. Okay, let's put the wide angle lens right now. And as you can see there in the background, there is a deck from the other house. So now without the lens, and let's put the lens back. All right guys, and now here's a sample recording with the wide angle lens on. I extended my arm all the way, and I can still do close-ups and all that. The autofocus works perfect. Here's a sample looking at this phone. I'm gonna bring it close to the camera. So as you can see, the background is a blur, and it's concentrating the focus on the object. See, it's adjusting the autofocus perfectly. You still have the wide angle option. Hey, this was only like $25, so $25, and you get the wider angle. You don't have to worry about, you know, getting a lens that is not gonna communicate with your camera. You're gonna lose the autofocus option, and you're gonna pay like $200, $300, $400. So there you have it, my friend. Again, one more time, here it is. This is the Vivitar 0.43x professional wide angle lens mounted on the Panasonic Lumix G7. Thank you guys, and I will see you later. Peace out.